Hello, mercenaries, and welcome to today. I am CM Prism, and I will be your host for the sixth episode of the RF Online Next AMA. So, let's get started. As announced in our last AMA, Core World Crater officially launches on Monday, August 24th at 2050 UTC. If you haven't checked out the details yet, be sure to watch episode 5 on our official YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see the link here as well. Alright, you get rewards just by participating, so check the opening time and don't forget to play in this event. Also, did you catch our live stream at the end of July? The first Devs Lounge. In case any of you missed it, here is the replay link for that as well. You can click on the YouTube. Executive producer Hong Kwang Min personally answered community questions, presented a brief video introduction of our second half roadmap, and detailed major August updates. It offers a fresh and different perspective than these AMAs, so give it a watch if you haven't yet. But do it later because, we're already here at the AMAs, but make sure you guys watch that later. In today's episode, we'll answer questions gathered from Discord and official channels. In Section 2, we'll walk through quality of life improvements from our recent scheduled maintenance. These have been announced in detailed update notice on the forum, but we wanted to highlight some of the bigger changes as there was a lot of information in those. Section 3 covers core gameplay tips to boost your progress. Also, RF Online Next is approaching 2 months since launch, and we are very excited. So, really excited. 2 months is almost here. Big congratulations to all of our mercenaries that are playing our game. And stick around until the very end of this AMA episode 6 for the exclusive redeem code. Alright, let's jump into section 1. We've pulled the most frequently asked questions from the community over the last 2 weeks. If your specific question wasn't chosen today, we greatly appreciate your understanding. Let's start with the first question. Question 1. Please resolve the entry queue issues for Nemesis Base, Public Mining Field, and Android Junkyard. First off, we sincerely apologize for the frustration of long queue times have caused. In our August 5th update, we implemented strict security checks to restrict accounts using unauthorized programs, macros, hacks, or bots directly at the dungeon entrance. Since then, queue times have improved significantly for legitimate players. We will continue to monitor server data to maintain a pleasant dungeon environment for everyone. Alrighty, for question 2, please open a new server for new players and those who want to start fresh. We hear you loud and clear. Thanks to your overwhelming interest and support, more mercenaries will be able to enjoy RF Online next. On August 18th, Tuesday, at 22 UTC, the new World Menkar server will be opened with the North American region. Official forum new server announcement you can see here. For mercenaries starting a new adventure on Menkar, check out the exclusive attendance events for new mercenaries, and for returning mercenaries, check out the exclusive attendance events for returning mercenaries. Alright, for question 3, could you provide a way for players who wish to move to a different server, like a server transfer ticket system? With the opening of Menkar server, and guild transfers from existing Hecate servers will be possible. There will be some cost associated, and there are prerequisites for the transfer, so please be sure to check the announcement before you make the decision. There will be differences between the servers, so be sure to make an informed decision on whether to move or not. Here is the announcement link once again. Please make sure to check out the announcement. Alright, for question 4, please distribute EXP event evenly among party members. Support technicians and enforcers cannot level up fast enough. Alright, for this answer, we avoid equal party experience sharing because it leads to unintended gameplay, such as artificial power leveling, aka boosting. So instead, we are continuously evaluating individual class leveling speeds and apply balance adjustments to strengthen underperforming classes directly. Hope that answers your question. Alright, for question number 5, Please add an item in the cash shop that allows us to change our biosuits. Many users chose the wrong class early on and hold unused legendary suits. Alright, for the answer. Since RF Online Next allows you to unlock multiple classes and swap between them freely, we are not considering a feature to switch to unowned biosuits. Instead, our focus is on balancing classes so every choice feels rewarding, while expanding opportunities to earn legendary biosuits across different classes through gameplay. All right, that wraps up the pre-selected Q&A for today. I hope today's answers helped resolve your questions that you might have had. If you have any unresolved questions, keep leaving comments in the AMA Q&A session channel here on Discord, and we'll address them in future episodes. All right, in section 2, let me walk you through the quality of life improvements made during our scheduled maintenance. Here is the detailed update notice with this info so you can review it in your own time as well if you wish. Here's the link right there for you. And let's go through the improved features one by one. Missions. Here are details regarding the missions menu. The mission refresh button in weekly and monthly mission tabs has been removed. All available missions now display at once. A favorites feature has been added to weekly and monthly missions tabs, so you can pin your preferred rewards easily. All right, for sacred weapons, you can now holding instant repair tickets for MAUs or launchers directly in your inventory triggers a repair shortcut right on the sacred weapon button. Note, tickets stored separately in your vault won't trigger the shortcut, so keep them in your inventory for quick repairs. Here are the improvements intended to help your guild leaders with their guild management. We added an auto translation feature for guild announcements and introductions, and expanded the introduction limit to 40 characters. War game application conditions are now displayed on the guild raid button in the guild menu. Vault expulsion restriction messages holding over 100,000 diamonds have been updated for clarity. All right, also, functionality for the Rover Workshop has been upgraded. You can now dismantle all duplicate registered Rover appearance parts at once using the newly added All button. This feature unlocks once you've acquired all Rover appearances up to the legendary grade. So, if you haven't done that yet, please look forward to when you can. For party dungeons, entry screens now display your available ticket balance and dungeon difficulty at a glance, and a direct recharge button has been added to the lobby screen to top up entry tickets easily. For combat and movement, convenient features have also been added and improved. Players can now move across specific areas without waiting for combat to end, and selecting an empty area on the world map maintains your auto combat status upon arrival. All right, now for some bug fixes. We fixed several minor inconveniences, so here's a quick rundown of them. We fixed an issue where players were not immediately redirected to the equipment recovery tab upon recovering from death penalties. We fixed an issue where automatic mission progression would intermittently fail when instantly teleporting to another continent during a mission. We fixed a scanning issue where selecting a hostile guild member as a target would intermittently prevent attacks. We fixed an issue where the HP of certain monsters would intermittently reset. We fixed an issue where moving to the guild mothership would intermittently teleport players to a regular field instead of the mothership. Fixed an issue where quest monsters would intermittently fail to spawn during faction quests. Fixed an issue where a reward claim pop-up would appear when clicking the Claim All button in the mail system mail. And then we also fixed an issue where chat messages from a primary channel setting would leak and display in other chat channels. And lastly, we fixed an issue where switching to offline mode while writing an MAU would continuously trigger offline mode reset push notifications. Now, due to time constraints, we couldn't cover every single tweak today, so check out the full patch notes on the official forum. If there's a feature you'd love to see, let us know anytime. We'll keep working hard to make your time in RF Online Next as enjoyable as possible. Your feedback is important to us as it helps shape the direction of our game so you can have the best experience possible. Alrighty, let's move on to Section 3. In Section 3, we're sharing 10 essential gameplay tips for mercenaries looking to boost their power. As we hit the 2 month mark, players are growing at a breakneck pace. Review these 10 tips to make sure you aren't leaving free combat power on the table. Let's jump right in. Number 1, prioritize leveling. Leveling provides the single largest combat power boost. Complete all main, sub, and faction quests daily. Run zone dungeons, which are Android Junkyard, Nemesis Base, and Public Mining Field, as well as setting your exploration schedule before going offline for massive AFK experience gains. So make sure you do that. Number 2, don't miss daily missions and world bosses. Daily missions and world bosses yield crucial growth materials. Tap the clock icon on the left side of your main screen to track world boss spawn times so you never miss a fight. Number 3, claim event rewards regularly. Events are running non-stop in RF Online Next. Event rewards are tailored specifically to give you progression items for newly added content. Tap the firework icon on the top right of your screen to check active events and claim your loot. Number 4, dominate battlegrounds. Earn bearer credit notes in battlegrounds to enhance your faction ID card. Equipping a highly enhanced ID card boosts your combat power, and playing with it equipped raises your faction contribution level for seasonal rewards. Tip number 5, join guild raids and guild purges. High tier skills and rare items are locked exclusively behind guild content. If you can't do it on your own, get some guild mates to help you. Donate daily, complete activity checks for guild coins, and buy exclusive passive skill books in the guild shop. Number 6, pop buff items generously. Grab basic offense, defense, and adrenaline boosters at general shops. You can also buy Gravitron capsules and particle acceleration capsules for outer planet debuffs like extreme gravity. If buff items aren't at the general store, try the guild shop or the contribution shops of each faction. Using buff items in high EXP zones like Android Scrapyard speeds up kill times dramatically, and we highly recommend it. Number 7, optimize combat modules. Align your stat modules with your biosuit build. Fine-tuning substats takes rare items like tactical nodes or arcane nodes, so focus on filling every slot with legendary grade modules first before spending resources on perfect rolls. Number 8, make use of core links. Core links use enhancement kits to boost core character stats across multiple parts, up to 5 attempts per part. You can always reset and try again if you use all 5 attempts. However, beginner and intermediate mercenary should complete a full first pass enhancement across all parts before chasing that perfect stat reset, as specific kits are required for those resets. Number 9, expand your skill library. Collect skill resources across multiple outlets to make farming easier. You can find them most conveniently at skill shops, faction contribution shops, which are in Cora, Boleto, and Acretia. You also have your guild shop, adventure coin shop, Elysium scramble shop as well. You can also obtain skills from events, the market, and guild auctions, though it may be more difficult. Lastly, you can get them randomly from boss drops. And lastly, number 10, heroic grade equipment or higher and prime enhancement. Enhancing gear to +6 or higher grants bonus stats. While there is a risk of your equipment being destroyed when going to level 6, you can always farm more through fields, dungeons, or bosses. Also, if the equipment is destroyed during enhancement, you can recover a portion of it as crafted items or arcane nodes, which is highly recommended. We also recommend using high quality upgrade kits on high tier gear to reduce failure risks. Also, consider using Prime Enhancement in the enhancement menu. Though success rates are lower, failure never destroys your gear, and success grants powerful prime options which are significant stat increases. And those are our 10 tips for today. Also, whenever new growth related systems or items are added in the future, I will be sure to provide detailed explanations for our mercenaries in future AMAs. Please leave any inquiries about items, systems, or really anything that you are curious about in the AMA Q&A session channel here on Discord, and we will do our best to cover them in our next installment of this AMA. But before we wrap up, we've got a small thank you gift for everyone who joined today's AMA. Here is today's redeem code coupon. Today's code is PDAMA6TH gift. That is PDAMA6 sixth gift. Yeah, that's what it is. You can redeem it in game by going to settings, account terms, and redeem coupon, or you can enter it through the coupon redemption page on the official forum. Don't forget to redeem it before it expires. We hope you enjoy the rewards. Even after today's AMA, we'll continue answering questions in AMA Q&A sessions. So if you think of anything else while you're playing, be sure to stop by and let us know. You can also share ideas for future AMAs in hashtag AMA Suggestions channel, and we'd love to hear what topics you'd like for us to cover next. And if you're looking to chat with other mercenaries, don't forget to check out our EN General chat. Alright, if you haven't already, be sure to follow our RF Online Next Discord and YouTube channel so you never miss the latest news. Thank you again for joining today's AMA. I am CM Prism, and I'll see you next time with even more updates. Take care, mercenaries.